Have you ever wondered if there's more to life than the cycle of growing up, working, starting a family, and then growing old? This question has crossed the minds of many, even a young girl who once pondered, I finish school, then college, start a career, a family. My children grow up, they go to school, college, they'll have careers. I'll be a grandmother. Is that all there is to life? This cycle, the rhythm of human existence, is as old as time itself. We're all familiar with it, but unlike the rest of the animal kingdom, which seems content when their basic needs are met, we humans often find ourselves restless, even when all our needs are fulfilled. Why is that so? The wise King Solomon explored this question in the ancient scriptures. He spoke of life's futility. He said, everything is meaningless, as he reflected on the cyclical nature of life. But Solomon didn't stop there. He also expressed a profound truth that sets us apart from the rest of creation. Solomon said, God put eternity in their hearts. Eternity in our hearts. What does that mean? It speaks to a longing, a desire for something more than this life, something beyond our earthly existence. It's a longing that cannot be satisfied by anything in this world. It's a yearning for the eternal, the divine, the transcendent. Solomon's words resonate with us because they express a truth we all instinctively recognize. We were made for more than just the cycle of life and death. We were made with eternity in our hearts. This longing for the eternal can sometimes make us feel sad or unfulfilled because nothing on earth can fully satisfy it. But it's also what can make us truly happy and help us enjoy life to the fullest. This is the paradox of our existence. The very longing that can make us feel incomplete is also what can lead us to the deepest joy and fulfillment. Solomon proclaims God put eternity in their hearts, signifying our innate yearning for something beyond our earthly existence. Solomon's reflections on life might seem pessimistic at first, but there's a surprising twist. This twist is beautifully captured in Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Here, Solomon takes a positive approach to life, a stark contrast to his earlier sentiments about life's futility. Let's consider Solomon's views on time. Time, as we all know, is often seen as fleeting, short, and tyrannical. It's a resource that never seems enough, always slipping away from our grasp, forcing us to comply with its relentless pace. But Solomon, in his wisdom, offers a different perspective. He argues that time, in fact, is sufficient for happiness if we have God in our lives. You see, God has gifted us with two invaluable elements, life and time. And these two are interwoven in a beautiful dance, each affecting and shaping the other. Our lives are marked by moments, each moment a precious slice of time, and it is within these moments that we find happiness, joy, and contentment, provided we have God by our side. Solomon's wisdom is not just a philosophical musing, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to embrace the gift of time that God has given us, to use it wisely, and to find happiness in its flow. However, Solomon also issues a warning. He cautions us that people often overlook the gifts of life and time. We get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life that we forget to pause and appreciate the gift of time. We forget that it's not just about ticking off items on our to-do list. It's about experiencing life in all its glory, with God by our side. This is the crux of Solomon's message. Yes, life can be fleeting. Yes, time can feel like a tyrant. But when we invite God into our lives, we discover a different reality. We realize that time is a gift that we can use to build a relationship with God, to learn from Him, and to find joy in His presence. Though Solomon acknowledges the fleeting nature of life, he also recognizes that God has given us time, a gift that can bring us joy if we choose to spend it with Him. Why do we sleep? Science struggles to answer this question, but Solomon provides a spiritual perspective. Sleep, a state of rest that most creatures on this planet engage in, has baffled scientists for centuries. While it's universally agreed that sleep is beneficial, the question remains, why through sleep? What is it about this unconscious state that is so necessary for our well-being? Well, here's where the wisdom of Solomon and Job comes into play. If we look at sleep not merely as a biological function but as a spiritual one, we can gain new insight. Consider this. When we sleep, we enter a state where our conscious mind is at rest, but our subconscious mind is active. It's almost as if we're downloading updates, much like a phone does. But instead of updates from a tech company, we're downloading from the greatest source of all, God. Job 33:15-18 tells us, "He speaks in dreams, in visions of the night, when deep sleep falls on people as they lie in their beds. He whispers in their ears and terrifies them with warnings. He makes them turn from doing wrong. He keeps them from pride." In this light, sleep becomes a divine tool for communication. God uses this time to speak to us, to guide us, and importantly, to protect us from pride. How often do we, in our waking hours, become so consumed with our own thoughts and plans that we forget to listen to the divine voice? Sleep is a way for God to reach us, to communicate His wisdom and guidance when we are most receptive. But of course, the onus is on us to listen, to learn, to apply the wisdom that comes in the quiet of the night. We need to choose to learn from the wisdom of Christ when we are awake, to carry the insights from our dreams into the daylight. Sleep, in this view, is not merely a biological necessity, but a divine tool for imparting wisdom and guidance. In the midst of life's trials and tribulations, where can we find joy? This is where the wisdom of Solomon found in the book of Ecclesiastes provides a beacon of hope. He acknowledges the struggles of life, the futility of our earthly existence. Yet he also shines a light on a beautiful truth. God has placed happiness and joy in our lives, even in the midst of hardship. Ecclesiastes 3:13 reads, "Also that everyone should eat and drink and take pleasure in all his toil. This is God's gift to man." This is not a call to ignore our struggles, but to find joy in them, to savor the fruits of our labor, to relish our meals, to enjoy each sip of our drinks. This is a divine gift, a testament to God's enduring love for His people. Despite the hardships we face, joy remains a divine gift, a testament to God's enduring love for His people.